Born Temujin in 1162, the future Genghis Khan entered a world of conflict and division. The Mongolian steppe, a vast expanse of grasslands, was home to numerous nomadic tribes, often locked in bitter feuds. Temujin's own childhood reflected this turbulent reality. His father Yasugi, a respected chieftain, was poisoned by a rival clan when Temujin was just a boy. This tragedy thrust Temujin and his family into a precarious position. They faced poverty, hunger, and constant threats from their enemies. Young Temujin witnessed firsthand the brutality and treachery that defined this era. He learned to ride, hunt, and fight from a young age, skills essential for survival on the unforgiving steppe. These early hardships shaped Temujin's character. He developed resilience, cunning, and a deep understanding of human nature. He also harbored a burning desire to avenge his father's death and unite the fractured Mongol tribes under his banner. This ambition would drive him to overcome countless obstacles and ultimately forge one of the largest empires in history. Temujin's rise to power was a gradual but relentless ascent marked by both strategic alliances and brutal conquests. He began by consolidating his authority over his own tribe. He earned a reputation for fairness, loyalty, and military prowess. These qualities attracted followers from other clans, drawn to his vision of a unified Mongolia. However, Temujin's growing influence threatened rival leaders. They formed coalitions against him, leading to a series of bloody conflicts. One pivotal battle took place at Dalan Baltshut in 1203. Here, Temujin's forces decisively defeated a larger army led by the powerful Jamukha, his blood brother and former ally. This victory solidified Temujin's dominance over the Mongol tribes. In 1206, at a grand assembly known as the Kurultai, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, the Great Khan, ruler of all Mongols. This marked a turning point in history. The Mongol tribes, once fragmented and constantly at war, were now united under a single, ambitious leader. Genghis Khan's military achievements were nothing short of extraordinary. He conquered more territory in his lifetime than any other ruler in history. His success stemmed from a combination of factors: a disciplined and highly mobile army, innovative tactics, and a keen understanding of his enemies. Mongol warriors were renowned for their horsemanship and archery skills. They could cover vast distances rapidly, appearing seemingly out of nowhere to launch devastating attacks. Genghis Khan also embraced new technologies, such as gunpowder and siege weapons, which gave him a significant advantage over his adversaries. Moreover, Genghis Khan was a master of psychological warfare. He often offered his enemies a chance to surrender peacefully and join his empire. Those who refused faced swift and brutal consequences. This approach instilled fear in his enemies and encouraged defections, facilitating his rapid expansion. While Genghis Khan is primarily remembered for his military conquests, he was also a shrewd administrator and lawmaker. He recognized that a lasting empire required more than just military might. He needed a system to govern the vast territories he conquered and maintain order among diverse populations. One of his most significant innovations was the Yasa, a comprehensive legal code that applied to all subjects of the Mongol Empire. The Yasa covered a wide range of issues, from criminal justice and military organization to religious tolerance and the protection of merchants and travelers. It emphasized meritocracy, loyalty, and obedience to the law. Genghis Khan also implemented a centralized administrative system, appointing officials based on their abilities rather than their tribal affiliations. He established a postal system, standardized weights and measures, and promoted trade across his vast empire. These reforms laid the foundation for a stable and prosperous realm. Genghis Khan's conquests had a profound impact on global trade and cultural exchange. He reopened the Silk Road, the ancient trade route connecting east and west. Under his rule, merchants and travelers enjoyed safe passage across the Mongol Empire, leading to a revival of commerce and the exchange of ideas. Genghis Khan recognized the economic benefits of trade and actively encouraged it. He granted tax exemptions and protection to merchants, regardless of their ethnicity or religion. This policy facilitated the flow of goods, technologies, and knowledge across Eurasia. The Mongol Empire became a crossroads of cultures connecting China, Persia, India, and Europe. This intercultural exchange had a lasting impact on art, architecture, cuisine, and scientific thought. The Pax Mongolica, a period of relative peace and stability within the empire, further facilitated this global interconnectedness. Genghis Khan's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is remembered as a brilliant military strategist, a ruthless conqueror, and a transformative leader. His empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe, forever altering the political landscape of Eurasia. His conquests led to the displacement of populations, the destruction of cities, and the deaths of millions. However, they also ushered in an era of unprecedented cultural exchange and interconnectedness. The Mongol Empire played a crucial role in transmitting ideas, technologies, and goods between East and West. Genghis Khan's descendants continued to rule over vast portions of Eurasia for generations after his death. His grandson, Kublai Khan, established the Yuan dynasty in China, further integrating East Asia into the Mongol world. The Mongol Empire's influence can still be felt today in the cultural and genetic makeup of numerous populations across Eurasia. Genghis Khan's image in history is often shrouded in myth and controversy. He is frequently portrayed as a bloodthirsty tyrant responsible for widespread destruction. While there is no denying the brutality of Mongol conquests, it is crucial to examine his legacy within its historical context. Genghis Khan lived in an era of constant warfare and tribal conflict. His methods, while undeniably harsh by today's standards, were not unusual for his time. Moreover, he is credited with implementing laws and policies that promoted religious tolerance, protected merchants and travelers, and fostered meritocracy within his empire. It is also important to note that many accounts of Mongol atrocities were written by their enemies, often exaggerating the scale of violence for propaganda purposes. A balanced perspective requires considering both the positive and negative aspects of Genghis Khan's reign and the complexities of his legacy. Genghis Khan's death in 1227 did not mark the end of the Mongol Empire. His sons and grandsons continued his legacy, expanding the empire further and consolidating their rule over vast territories. Ogedei, his designated successor, oversaw the conquest of Persia and parts of Eastern Europe. Kublai Khan, another grandson, completed the conquest of China and established the Yuan dynasty, ruling over one of the most prosperous and technologically advanced societies in the world. The Mongol Empire, under Genghis Khan's descendants, fostered unprecedented levels of trade, cultural exchange, and diplomatic interaction across Eurasia. However, internal divisions and conflicts eventually weakened the empire. By the late 14th century, the Mongol Empire had fragmented into several successor states. Despite its eventual decline, the impact of Genghis Khan's empire on Eurasian history remained profound, shaping political boundaries, cultural interactions, and the course of trade for centuries to come. 8 centuries after his birth, Genghis Khan continues to fascinate and inspire. His story is a testament to the power of ambition, strategy, and the ability to unite people under a common goal. While his methods were often ruthless, his leadership qualities continue to resonate with many. Genghis Khan's ability to adapt to changing circumstances, his emphasis on meritocracy, and his vision of a unified empire offer valuable lessons for leaders today. His story highlights the importance of strategic thinking, cultural understanding, and the need to build strong institutions that can withstand the test of time. While the world has changed dramatically since Genghis Khan's time, the challenges of leadership, the complexities of cultural interaction, and the importance of building a more interconnected world remain as relevant as ever. In studying his life and legacy, we gain insights into the nature of power, the impact of conquest, and the enduring human desire for unity and progress.